It's been a while though. Like I like sat down and then I didn't know how to like set anything up.
I know. Like as I was like doing this, I'm like, wow, when was the last time? Like, well, I was like halfway dying. So thank you for taking the leg on the last episode. Because like, this is just a horrible time of year. Everybody I know is sick. Like every night I'm like, please, that happened to me. Like 3 weeks ago, that was me. Please stay away from me. Take your vitamin C. Like, I just can't. I can't.
Oh, and the fact that we've gotten almost 18 inches of snow and it's not even the middle of December.
Did you know, like, yeah. Well, and did you realize that they said that we've gotten more snow this year than we did all last winter?
Yeah. No.
So I'm like, it's just going to keep coming.
I don't want it to. Like this morning, it felt so gross because it was raining and there's snow on the ground. And I'm like, come on. Like it was, we finally got a snowblower though, because I really bullied my husband.
Good.
I was like, I ain't shoveling this shit anymore.
Well, like, especially like this amount, like it is just, it's outrageous. Like poor John was out like, 3-4 times that one, our 8-inch day and then the 10-inch day, whatever that we had. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely awful.
The worst is when you wake up and you go to bed and it's not snowing and you're like, okay, cool. And then you wake up and you look out the window and you're like, holy shit, my entire car is covered. I got to go to work. And you're like, okay, here we go again. Like auto start can't help you.
Do you not park your car in the garage?
No, we still have shit in the garage from moving. So, which is fine. Like it's not that big of a deal, but like I was like, okay, next winter, I'm going to park in the garage because I can't deal with this anymore. And, sorry that your car's too tall to park in the garage because mine's not. And so, I'm going to have the whole garage to myself.
Exactly. Like, it is a game changer that once you have a garage and, like, you don't have to clean off your car in the morning. It's just like, well, it's like 20, 30 minutes right there that, like you're shoveling your way out of your spot. And it's just...
The only good thing is this year I don't have to do dibs, which is like, I don't have to worry about shoveling out my parking spot. But having a long driveway, I was just shoveling and I was like, this is stupid. Why do I fucking live here? Like, God damn it.
I know, right? Of all the places our family could have chosen. And there's like, why? From Sicily to a beautiful island in front of like the city is off the ocean. And then they're just like, where can we go? Chicago? Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh my gosh. Why? I saw a TikTok the other day where it was showing like the beautiful scenic like parts of Sicily and like all of that. And it's just like, when my grandparents decided to leave this for Melrose Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yeah, why? Why did they do that? Was Kittyland that big of an attraction back then that they had to go to Melrose Park?
Oh, Kittyland, yeah. They're like, we need to bring them. I don't know. Did you ever go see Santa at Kittyland when you were a kid? Because I did.
I'm sure I did. I don't remember, but I'm sure I did.
Oh yeah, they were like, listen, this, lovely fruit market and Kittyland. We must live here. We must live here. This is the land of our people right here.
Was it a dog track across the street or was it a horse track? It was dogs, right?
It was dogs. It was 100% dogs.
I'm like, yeah, that does, like horses doesn't fit in Melrose Park, but dogs
do.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah. Like I don't feel bad for myself because I actually left and lived in Arizona and then I decided to come back.
Yeah, you made that choice too. That's on you.
I know. But now, like, my parents moved back from Phoenix to Chicago. And now I'm actually stuck. Like, I couldn't be like, you know what, I'll move back. Because now they're not even there.
Or even just have like a getaway, like for Christmas or something. I go to Arizona. I'm sure it was nice.
Oh, I didn't have snow. Like, I didn't see snow on Christmas for almost 10 years.
Wow.
Because I just went home to Phoenix every year. So I would sit outside by the pool. And it would be chilly, but like chilly enough where you can wear like a hoodie and have like a cup of hot cocoa and just like relax. Yeah. And here I'm like, we actually might get snow on Christmas. Like we haven't had a lot of snow on Christmas Day. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll actually get a snowy white Christmas. And
right. As long as I don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like if I can just stay home and just like watch the snow from the windows, like then that's perfectly fine.
Oh yeah. And then I send Jimmy up. I'll go shovel. I'm going to stay home. Yeah. I'm going to stay inside.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So. Oh man, so should we get this going?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Welcome to Lap It Like It's Hot. So we don't have, like, there's not a whole lot of like news to bring up. I think we wrapped up with the last episode of like everything that, with Indy and anything new.
Yeah.
So I know a few of our fans have asked to talk about F1 because Monica and I definitely watch F1 as well. So you guys are going to get your wish today because we've got a lot to talk about with F1 and my hot takes with the championship and things like that. And I know I am a McLaren fan. I am, but and I know you love Norris.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I don't know. I'm really sorry. I'm just gonna tear into him.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like people are half and half, right? So it'll be interesting to kind of get your take on everything because, I feel like I'm a diehard McLaren fan through and through, like on all different series. It's like being a Bears fan, right? Like They disappoint you for a very long time and then they give you a glimmer of hope and then they go back to disappointing you. So I'm ready to be disappointed next season.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're like you. This is your high, and it's probably not going to go any more than that.
And that's okay. I felt it once. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? It's really cool. I was very grateful this year that we did have the excitement that we did in F1. Yeah. Like the last few years, it's just like, it was kind of like the Alex Palou show, but the Max Verstappen show.
Yeah.
Right? Like he just blew everyone out of the water. But it was cool. It was very exciting to see the drama unfold and Oscar, Lando, Max, all, just seeing it play out that way. I'm like, that's what we need to see in racing again, is like just not someone just taking over the entire series.
Yeah, and I think overall, we had good drama, we had good tea, we had good moments. The rookies this year, I feel like they were really good. Like there weren't
Kimi,
rookies. Oh,
dude,
I know.
Kimi, he is gonna do great things in the future. Like I think I think he put more points on the board than Lewis Hamilton did during his rookie season, right? Mm-hmm. So, and Mercedes put a lot of effort and support in training him preseason this year. So Toto Wolff knew something was up.
He let Max slip through his fingers and he's never going to let that happen again. And the fact that they made a documentary about him, could you imagine if he sucked though? They were like, here's this documentary. And then it's like, womp, womp.
The fact that they did put all that effort behind that, the documentary and stuff like that, they knew he's got talent. He's great.
I'll be the first to say the rumor is that next season with the new regulations and, no DRS and all of that, Russell is going to be the favorite, apparently the Mercedes power unit. But what if it's not Russell? What if it's could you imagine a Kimi Russell championship bid where you have the young kid and then you have I guess he's old, quite, kind of now, the veteran, seasoned,
the veteran.
Let's call George Russell old. It's fine. But I do think that he made some mistakes, but you look at I don't know what happened during the Mick Schumacher rookie era of those rookies coming into F1, but they would just constantly crash. And you thought about Guan Yu Zhou and all of that, that's that time frame. The rookies were kind of they were rookies. This season with Isaac and Kimi and Ollie Behrman and even Bortoletto, you look at them and you're like, this is a different caliber of drivers.
Yeah. So. Well, and I wonder, I'm thinking back, their training. Well, number one, a rookie going to Mercedes, right. to have that car, right? To have Lewis Hamilton's car, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's an incredible advantage to have. Ollie Behrman, Ollie came from Ferrari, I want to say, didn't he? He was trained by them, and I don't know. Did I read something that in 2027, there's a crazy rumor that maybe Hamilton's going to leave and maybe Ollie's going to take his place. So I don't know about that.
I feel between either Charles or Lewis, next year's a make it or break it year. Mm-hmm. Lewis, this season is a write-off. And we've seen so many drivers go from winning championships to going to Ferrari, Seb, Alonso, now Lewis, and just womp, 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 dying, just slowly dying, right? even the last race, like Lewis was still like to the team, like, we know, thank you so much for this season. I know that it was hard. I appreciate all of you. And then they didn't even respond on the radio. And he was
I know.
That's what you don't respond to?
Yeah, guys. Like, I'm still here. Like,
they have a lot to do to get, like, Bono and Lewis are like two peas in the pod. And I think Bono's doing an incredible job coaching Kimi because he got to work with Lewis Hamilton. And he's also but if Lewis decides to hang up his boots and after 26, depending on these regs, Ollie's in 100%. Like, and what's crazy is he didn't even get a shot because the only reason why he got his shot was because Carlos had his appendix taken out. And that's the only reason like why he even had a moment to go into all of this. And he wiped the floor down with Esteban.
Yeah, he was great in that race. I remember. So like, yeah, I think just like maybe these rookies this year had better opportunities because like, well, I don't know. I really don't know because Mick, where did he train under?
He was part of the Ferrari group and then he moved into Haas. But I don't know what it is with these new, like the new team principals on the block, but I feel like they've either softened themselves or they're not as cutthroat. Like even when you think about Red Bull and like Christian Horner exiting and then Laurel Mecchi coming in, that was the shift that needed to happen for them to start becoming successful. And like Gunther, like him leaving, Haas started becoming better. So I do wonder if it was just management and leadership and all of that, right? And the pressure. Like
because both of those personalities seem pretty toxic to me. I mean, and as much as I love Gunther, he is hilarious on camera. He's a crowd favorite. But like I could definitely see him not being that leader that Mick needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see with RLL though. Like, is RLL going to give him that coaching and that, like, Graham can only give so much, So I do really wonder what's going to happen there. And I hope that he, at RLL, like, I'm going to say ovals. If he crashes out at ovals and doesn't do well at the 500, it's okay, Mick. It's fine. Clearly, Ralph still thinks you shouldn't be doing IndyCar, but that's...
What is wrong with that man? Like,
is he just jealous? Like that?
Either is he jealous? Does he want to stay relevant? Like, come on, Ralph. I know. Like, knock it off.
But I don't know. It would just be interesting to see because even Logan, right? Like Logan and Williams, like he just kept crashing, and you're like, what? Why? Like that's the question I want to know is why. But we'll see. Isaac next year in a Red Bull against Max, like,
yeah,
they're poor Yuki, like. Poor Yuki.
Yeah. I mean,
like I get it, but
he never really rubbed me the right way anyway. I mean, of course, like, the 20 best drivers in the world, their training, everything that they went through to get there. Obviously, they deserve the seats that they do, except Lance Stroll. But
right.
Yeah, that's the only one that he does not deserve to be there.
No.
But Yuki, I don't know. He's just had like a spicy, crazy attitude his entire F1 career. Yeah. So like I'm okay with him leaving. And
he's not going to coin.
Oh shoot. Well, could you imagine?
I guess it's not true until it's true, but like he's like, I'm going to be the reserve and test driver for Red Bull. I'm like, you're not going to go to Dale Coyne and do that, right? Like
no.
Yeah. But I think granted when the big team calls you up, you can't say no because then you're just not going to have a seat, but I think he would have been fine. And I think if they let Liam stay for this season, I think they would have been okay. But, Helmut Marko was doing shady side business behind the fucking scenes. And now Alex Dunn is done. Like, he has no Academy sponsorship now.
It's awful.
Because of that. And I would not be surprised if Alex is building a case to go after Helmut Marko and suing Red Bull and Helmut Marko for this. Because he lost 2 sponsorships, which is huge for F2. So
yeah, that's another one. I mean, whatever, like I said, the toxic whatever shit, and I mean, I'm here for it. I love watching the downfall of Red Bull, right? Yeah. So like it's made my heart sing to see, because Helmut, like, okay, dude, at one point, of course, you were, you're finding the talent and stuff like that, but like you're doing those backdoor deals. Like, what are you doing? You're not untouchable, clearly.
Right. And also, like you're this close to death's door. Go hang, like just leave
Right.
it be and
Go sit on an island, like, and enjoy your bajillions of dollars.
right.
Like,
Bye. Like
bye.
I don't think I highly doubt, I believe 90% of the people now that are fans, like new fans that weren't around when Helmet was like with Seb and, you know, whatever, are probably cheering for like off the rooftops that he won't be in the paddock anymore. Like it's just like goodbye. But now people are throwing Seb's name in of like to take Helmet's place as like a development junior. Like, and I'm like, actually, I think you'd be really good at finding
I'm
young
not mad at
talent.
that.
I'm not like,
Yeah.
you don't have to drive, but you have that like mentality. But I don't know, man. I have this slight inkling that Oscar's going to be in a Red Bull in 2027. Because I love Isaac, but unless he shows up to Max and is like white, like right there with him, like out more than Checo, more than anybody. If Zach continues to push McLaren bullshit, I don't think Oscar's gonna stay.
Yeah, no, I'm very disappointed in Zach and the way that he managed this year. Like, you know, clearly there was favoritism. Clearly there, like, he just was telling people what they wanted to hear, and he's just so icky. Just such an icky personality.
Used car salesman. That's the vibe I get.
Exactly. He's just missing that, like, that checkered coat with the patches on the elbows, right?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
But like, I get it. He turned around a team that was failing. Like he went from, I think, you know, they were barely making by when he took over McLaren, and now they're making, you know, over, you know, almost $60 million in just revenue, just free cash. Like that's even after the championship bonus that they get, right?
Yeah.
And I get it. He's a marketing guy. He turned that team around and hired good people, changed the culture, did all of that. But he's still driving the driver lineup like Christian and Helmut Marko are. Like very cutthroat, but also taking from Ferrari on how there's no one or two driver, like one driver and two driver.
But clearly there is.
There has to be. There has to be. And with this Alex Polo lawsuit and seeing like the overpromise, underdeliver, Oscar wasn't in the plan and he just swooped in and took it because Alpine decided to fumble that bag. But I don't know what happened mentally to Oscar and the European leg. Like, don't get me wrong. Like it's not that if Zach said something or whatever, but something happened between that, like basically between Miami and the European leg and like before the summer break, where Oscar was just making mistakes and doing things and like just not, you didn't see that passion that he had in the first leg of the season. And the double disqualification, I don't think helped.
No.
But Lando was like, everyone was like, he's not going to do this. It's going to be Oscar. And then, you know, Max decided to be Max and just show up and be like, hey,
Yeah,
I can take this from you. And that's when McLaren started going, shit, this isn't just between us anymore.
Right.
And like, I'm happy for Lando. I'm happy there's a new winner. Like, don't get me wrong. Did I sob like a little baby on my couch when he won? Of course I did. Of course I did. Yeah. Because you can tell how much it meant to him and you can tell how much it meant to his parents. And Lando's mom and dad are like the cutest couple and parents I've ever seen. They're these really eclectic, like his mom looks like an art school like teacher. Totally. She looks like Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus.
She does.
So I can tell that he lived, granted, in a very wealthy, affluent, loving home. Which you look at Max and it's the complete opposite. So you're like, okay, both can win. But I felt for Oscar and I felt for Oscar and Max even more. Like I was still sad for them.
I was too. It was especially to lose by 2 points. And I don't know if you watched like the after race interviews with Max and Oscar, but like then there's the media that's just picking apart every single race and bringing up Barcelona that like he, you know, his emotions got the best of him and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, of course that shit's going to happen. Yeah. Like you're going to pick it apart no matter what. But like, look at that. He was what, 100 something points behind before the break. That's unfucking fucking real. Like, he is still, in my mind, like, he's going to be one of the best drivers in history.
Yeah, and if he would have won, this would have been, of course, another world once-in-a-lifetime thing that would have ever happened in F1. Yeah. But he took it with such stride. Like, a dad life is definitely rubbing off on Max Verstappen.
For sure.
Patience.
Like his attitude, like different. I love to hate. Okay, like whoever's on top, I will hate them.
Yeah.
So like for the last 4 years, I've hated Red Bull and I've hated Max, and of course John loves him and he just loves to rub it in that how awesome he is, and like of course I'm not denying that he's not great. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
But like I hate Lando this year. Just because, like, again, he was on top. Well, like, and I feel like his attitude this year was just so off-putting. Like, he was a sore winner this entire season, I felt like. Yeah. Like, just his... Was he the one? Or no, maybe it was Oscar. That was when Hülkenberg won third. Or got third. I was on the podium.
No one
And,
cared.
like, they were giving Hülkenberg shit. Yeah. Of like, oh, this is your first time? Fuck you guys. Well, like, you know what I mean?
Lando didn't win a race until last year.
Right, exactly. So like calm your tits, first of all. But like, how can you especially Hülkenberg he's pretty good, right? Unfortunately, he's just he just hasn't had the opportunities in the team and stuff that the McLaren could give them. But like, that's not okay to me.
Yeah.
You know.
It's very Lando has always been like little Lando, right? Like I compare him very, very much to like David Malukas, right? Little Dave, little Lando, right? You know, Lando was falling asleep during red flags, like, oh, little Lando sleepy, right? But I think he was trying to channel Max of like this, I don't care what people think about me, boo, it just fuels me. And it came off inauthentic.
Yeah.
I genuinely think he is an emotional man, and in this world where you're in front of a camera and you're front center, you have to put on this fake persona. And I think that he came off, he wanted to be the villain, I think he wanted to be the one that took it all away. But then when he won, you can tell like that mask came off and he was just like, oh, I'm crying, I'm sorry. Like you could tell that was all just to like make himself feel better, right?
Yeah. And it could be, I know we've talked about this before, like the sports psychology.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the mentality and things like that. And probably, I'm sure he's got somebody that he was talking to get in that mindset to be like a winner and things like that. But just like, it was for me, it was just, I hated seeing him because you're right. Like his personality, I feel like completely changed from like the previous years where he was like laughing it up and being totally cute with Carlos and being, you know, that little bromance that we saw.
Yeah.
To this somebody that we don't know. And I'm like, that is not your personality. Like, knock that shit off.
Like, he tried to be like James Hunt and this party boy, like cool, whimsy, Kimmy.
Oh, you'll never be James Hunt.
Right. But that's like what he was doing. He's partying on boats and going to clubs. DJ Lando had a little thing, right? And I think McLaren sat him down and was like, shut the fuck up, stop doing this shit. It's bad. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he became just like narrow mind. I need to win. Also, this might be the only chance he had. Think about it, right? Oscar will win a championship, whether or not it's going to be with McLaren. Oscar is a world champion in less than 2-3 years, right? Mm-hmm. If you remove Max from the equation, in my opinion, it's down to Oscar, Charles, Lewis, and Lando. That's it. Yeah. But Oscar is up there. Like, it's crazy to think that Lando Norris has a world championship before Charles Leclerc.
Oh my God, I know.
Like,
I felt so bad. Like, even watching that race and like Charles wasn't that far behind.
No.
But then you kept seeing it, like that it just was growing and Ferrari just didn't have the pace. And like even Max was like, where's Charles? Is Charles behind him? And I'm like,
yeah, but would Charles do it? That's what I was thinking when I was watching this race, and I was like, okay, if Charles gets into DRS to Lando, would he do it? Would he take the championship away just to get a podium? Or was he like...
Yes, right? I don't know. I feel like if you're a true, I mean...
Right?
Would you let him take it?
Well,
like, I don't think
doesn't matter. Like you had a shitty season, right?
Yeah.
This was a year Ferrari didn't win a single race. Like technically Lewis won the sprint race, right? But that doesn't really effectively count, right?
Yeah.
Would you... I don't think people would send death threats to him like they did to Kimi Antonelli, but I feel like if he took it away from Lando, he would have gotten so much hate and then also a lot of love because there's a lot of people who don't like Lando.
I mean, I would have loved every second of it.
But would he have done it to give it to Max, right? Like you have these, they all have relationships. This is where like I was thinking to myself, like they're all friends. They're all like not that some of them are not best friends like Carlos and Lando, like where they know everything about each other. But like Charles and Max are very close. So are like it. So when does it come in, like you play in your mind, like, do I even want to touch this? Let them race and just deal with it. But I don't know. Ferrari is just such a big question mark. And, you know, you have Audi coming in next year. You have Cadillac coming in next year. I don't know if you saw Checo's subtweet.
Oh God, no, I didn't.
He threw some shade at Red Bull when Yuki like couldn't defend Lando and like Lando had to go around and then Yuki got the penalty. Checo retweeted like this meme of like, it basically was like 2 photos and the second photo was like, ask Checo, like something around like, I would have, you know, defended for my life there. You know what I mean? And I was like, like Checo's spicy. Like he's coming back and he's like coming back with like, you know, like I would have done that for Max. And it's like, oh, poor Yuki. Like that's just another like knife in your
for sure
fucking throat.
Yeah. I guess I didn't think about it that way. That like Charles would have been probably one of the most hated people in the world if he did take over. But like as an athlete,
right? You want a podium,
and right, you want a podium no matter what. I know it kind of wouldn't have meant much. It wouldn't have meant anything really, because like Ferrari, what was like 3rd or 4th in the construction?
Was McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari.
So they got 3rd.
Red Bull. Red Bull might have gotten 3rd.
I gotta see this.
Let's look this up. I think
I know it wouldn't have made a difference in anything. But like, I don't know, there's a part of me who's like, just take it away from Lando.
You can't now. Like, this man partied till like the sun came up in fucking Abu Dhabi. And it just, I don't know. It just doesn't feel real that he won in my mind. Like I'm excited for him and I'm happy for him. But like when I look at the Instagram photos and the TikToks, I'm like, wait a minute. He actually won this. What?
It was Red Bull. Red Bull 3rd, Ferrari was 4th.
They went from 2nd in the constructors to 4th. 4th.
Dude, Williams got 5th?
Yeah.
Damn. See, well,
you got Carlos and you got Albon Carlos. And you got James Vowles. Like James is literally turning Williams around. Like Aston Martin's no longer the 5th team. Thank God. Maybe they'll finally make a decision.
Haas did not get last either.
No, it was Alpine, right?
Alpine. Yeah.
Poor Pierre Gasly. He's just like, I'm secretly dying here. Help me.
I know, poor thing.
I know.
But, you know.
We'll see. We'll see. There's no DRS next year, right? Like
So did they get rid of it just to even the playing fields, or why did they what was the reasoning behind it?
They're getting rid of like ground effect cars and they want to do, it's basically like in my mind it's push to pass. It's basically the same concept of like just extra horsepower without having to have a rear wing. I do think that McLaren, was trying to push the limit with the flexi wing. There was so much gray area with DRS. Also, DRS trains kind of fucking suck. And I do think they are trying to break that apart. So with push to pass, like you're going to have mom mode. It's literally called mom mode. Like, did somebody in the room go, should we call this something else? Manual override, whatever mode or whatever. Like push to pass makes sense. You push button to pass, but like mom mode. So we'll see.
Maybe they just want to distinguish between, they want to be confused with, I don't know.
F1 doesn't care. They're like, IndyCar who? Like, whatever.
Right.
So
I know.
We'll see. We'll see what mom mode does. But I think it's really interesting that Jenson Button was the first person to press the DRS button, that Kimi Antonelli was the last. Like the youngest, like future of F1 was the last person to use DRS. That's just nuts that we're no longer in like we've been watching F1 for so long that we're no longer going to see DRS anymore.
Yeah.
What?
End of an era.
I know, but I like push to pass better than DRS anyway, so it's okay. But a little sidetrack. Did you see Colton was testing for F2 today?
I saw, yeah, he was in Abu Dhabi, I think,
Yes,
right?
they were
Like that's where
testing.
they were testing.
Yeah.
So I did see that. That's so exciting. I'm very happy to see that.
Colton baby, do
I
well.
know.
Well,
Do
and then the FIA increased super license points for IndyCar today, which if I was Colton Herta, I would be livid, more than livid. Because now with the new points, like I think what fourth, fifth, sixth, and on is more. It's more points.
such bullshit.
Granted, Colton still would have been 1 point shy, one singular point shy from getting the super license, which he could have got. Cadillac technically could have asked for special approval, but I don't think they would have gotten it anyway.
Yeah.
But I just think that's so interesting that like the FIA was just like, well, IndyCar is becoming competitive. And it's like, yes, we're, all these F2 drivers and F1 drivers are coming to IndyCar.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Like that's your whatever. That sucks, so.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, we'll see. But I cannot wait to get up at like 4:00 in the morning. No, I'm kidding. I would never do that for an F2 race. But I just can't wait to see Colton on the podium because he will win a few of these. And I don't think he'll be in the car until 2028. I think they're going to give Bottas and Checo some time. But I do think we'll see Colton Herta in an F1 car. And then I'll cry again because it's like watching our children go and grow up and do things.
Well, he's the reserve driver for them?
Development
driver.
Yeah. So he's going to be doing a lot of like the sim work behind the scenes, like at the wee hours of the morning to be like, okay, this setup is okay, set up for FP1. Let's go and do sim work. So he's going to be doing a lot of that. But I wonder with his experience with push to pass, I wonder how much that will help because with DRS, he never really, outside of when he was in, I don't even think he's ever raced with DRS. And if he did, it was like no. So this might be good because he's never had to deal with that new, he doesn't have to learn, DRS and all that. So I don't know, we'll see. But
cool.
It's just been, in the IndyCar space though, it's just been really kind of quiet.
We're still, so there's just one seat left, right? Coin. Did he say like before Thanksgiving? And
I was like, okay, well,
Thanksgiving's coming. Yeah, we'll believe it when we see it. It's gonna be February like 28th that we're gonna like see something.
Oh man, we're just gonna see the entrance for St. Pete, and we're gonna be like, Linus Lundqvist is racing for Dale Coyne.
Right.
But I do think, technically, Juncos did confirm Stingray.
Yes.
But the way they confirmed him was very interesting. They confirmed that they are committed to his 2-year contract. So I do wonder if they were looking elsewhere, but Stingray and his team, his management team, which is Rossi's dad, I think it might have cost them more money to break up with Stingray than to keep him. So I think they're going to keep him. But I did find it very spicy. Connor posted after they announced, and I'm going to read it because it's so good. So Connor just goes, best ever result for the team. Best Indy 500 qualifying and a race result for the team. Most points scored by a driver for the team in the season. Tied for best qualifying results for the team. 17-5 against teammate in race results. And then he's like, thank you so much for the team. And I was like, oh man, you're throwing like super shade, being like, you chose money over actual results, you dumbasses.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Yeah, I'd be pretty pissed if I was him too, right? Like, he's got the experience and he's definitely a better driver than Stingray.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter in this world.
No. But when you think about like who pays for their seat and who's paid in the IndyCar grid, at least for right now, there are not a lot of pay for your seat drivers left. Like Stingray, Nolan Siegel, and Kiffin Simpson.
Did you see Zach Brown's statement about Nolan?
Whatever, Zach. What the
he said something like, that he paid for his new fireplace at his house. And he's like, what would you do? Like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, that's what you say to the media? Oh, yeah, like, he threw money at me. Of course I'm going to give him the seat. Fuck you. Like, that's not okay.
No, and I feel so bad because Nolan's so young. Like,
right.
He was plucked out of an Indy Next, and I think he could have probably taken some time. To be honest, if Nolan wasn't picked up by McLaren, he probably would be in like a coin adjacent seat right now, which is fine. But
then it would have better prepared him for that McLaren seat.
Exactly.
Right? Like,
yeah.
So
I just wish that Zach just left everything alone.
Yeah. Stop. Just stop.
He's becoming Helmut Marko. Just shut up. You're
just
saying
shut up.
shit.
You're saying too much stuff.
I know. But because I did a little like digging about like paid versus paying drivers, and like almost everyone, Caio Collet is a question mark on like if he's actually paying for his seat with Brazilian sponsors, and then we'll see who takes that coin seat. But I'm like, interesting. There's only 3 paying for seat drivers in IndyCar right now.
It's kind of cool.
That's good. That's a good, like, it's a good thing, right? That means that the sport is becoming, whatever,
more. It's more about the talent than about the money right now. So good.
Yeah. So, well, we'll see. Prema allegedly is signed up for the Phoenix test in February. Callum Isla just signed a contract with IMSA. So if he's with IndyCar, he's running a dual schedule.
Wow.
In my mind, that's a contingency plan, but right now it's a dual schedule.
Okay.
Which he'll have to do 2 races in Long Beach and Detroit. He'll have to race both races.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. So
yeah.
While Prema hasn't said anything.
But like Prema's like, I mean, every article that I've read, it's like they're struggling to make it.
Iron Dames is no longer a team. They're not funded. Yeah. My only thing is they come with 1 car. And then and my assumption is if they go with 1 car, depending on how much money Robert Schwartzman brings in, I do think Callum would be the better choice because he's done it for longer.
Well, and Schwartzman is very vocal about his dissatisfaction in the experience.
He just wants to be a rapper and a part-time race driver, and that's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Follow your heart, sir. I think that's
you
okay.
Listen, get famous enough where you play the snake pit at the 500.
Yes.
You can, live in LA, live your rap star life. No, but Coyne and Prema are the only 2 question marks still. So I don't know. I don't think Dale's going to say anything until media day. Like, we're going to find out probably because IndyCar by accident leaked a driver coming into media day for photos.
Yeah. And
it's either going to be Roman Grosjean, Linus Lundqvist, Connor Daly, or Devlin DeFrancesco.
Yeah. Less likely Devlin.
Please no. Please no.
I mean, to see Connor would be nice.
Yeah.
But like, I know Connor said he was pretty sure that Grosjean was going to be in that seat, right? Didn't he leak that a few weeks ago?
Yeah, but I do think that from a sponsorship perspective, I think Connor can get better sponsors than Roman Grosjean.
Oh, for sure. He's got the name behind him because I know he's got the, Daily name.
Well, and he's a Hoosier and he's a fan favorite. Like, in the beginning when I started watching IndyCar, I wasn't necessarily the biggest fan of Connor. I think he was very bro-y. Right. And then now after
he is a little bro.
He is, but he's also like once he stopped that 1 year sabbatical where he didn't have a seat, I think it humbled him a little bit, just a smidge. But he became like I actually generally really started liking him, and I also think because he likes drama and likes tea, I'm like, spill it.
Oh, for sure.
Spill it, Connor. But seeing how he's been yanked around his entire career, I'm starting to feel for the man. Like,
yeah.
He makes something happen out of nothing. And Dale also does that. I think that they would be very happy together. But it all comes down to whose check will clear. And I really hope it's not Roman Grosjean's or Devlin's.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but, it's quiet. It's a quiet time in IndyCar land.
Everyone's on vacation.
Oh yeah,
everyone's they're enjoying their time off, the holidays, and they are entitled to do that.
Oh,
so
yeah. I've been loving the content.
People that are just sitting on their boats in Florida and stuff, and I think isn't Polo, he's doing like a European kind of like media tour or something like that right now.
Oh yeah,
Good
and
for
like
him.
Scotty Mac was at like I think he was at a Penguins game, and like I think he went home to like with his baby and wife, and I think I saw Rossi's baby and his wife like somewhere like
they're
in a
on
pool.
vacation.
Yeah,
good for them.
This is the time when you want to take in your long off season, and then you have the holidays. But now that F1 is done, I had no idea Formula E started this week or last weekend. So technically, like, there is some racing going on, but it's really just now it's going to be quiet for probably a month before the Rolex and all of that. But it's going to be nice and quiet. Hopefully, IndyCar does something, like give us something to reply to
through.
Because
get us through this long winter.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a long winter.
I know the more and more it gets, the more snow we get, the more and more I look, I'm starting to really be like, do I buy those tickets to fucking Phoenix? Because I think I'm going to need to, I think after this winter, I think I'm going to have to go to Phoenix.
Yeah. Our vitamin D levels are going to be extremely low.
Yeah. Ugh. It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. All right. Well, yeah, I think, the remainder of the year is going to be questionable. I honestly don't think we'll probably have another episode until after the holidays, because unless something crazy happens and something crazy drops, I think we're gonna enjoy the holidays with our friends and families and loved ones, and ring in the new year and reminisce about the fact that we decided to do this literally almost a year ago.
Oh, yeah. A year ago. It was our New Year's Eve dinner.
Did we just achieve a New Year's resolution?
We did. Look at that. Look at us. I don't think I've ever achieved like one ever in my life.
No.
So
look at us. We did something.
At us. We did.
But so for our listeners, we'll probably, we probably won't be back before, the holiday season. So for everyone, have a wonderful holiday, stay safe, stay warm, and enjoy some lovely time with your friends and family. I cannot wait to see all of the Instagram posts of all the incredible racing gifts that people get, because some of them are the cutest things. And I'm like, what Etsy shop did you buy that at?
Right, exactly. Show me all that. Give me all that information. Yeah. So, very cool.
But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening. And, we're very grateful for all of you guys. And, we're going to start thinking about next year and next season, which is crazy to think that. But, in 2.5 months, IndyCars are on track, which is crazy. So thank you again for listening.
Yeah. Happy holidays and Happy New Year to everybody. We'll see you guys soon.
All right. Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye.
Bye.